Hey guys, Aussie Reptiles here. So we got another nice sunny day in Melbourne where I am. So we're just walking down to the outdoor enclosures. We're going to quickly take a look at them, just do some health checks on the animals, introduce you guys to a new animal that I've recently acquired, which I absolutely love. She's a stunning specimen. Anyway, let's flip the camera around, get the netting off the pits and have a look at them all. Alrighty, here we have them. You guys have seen them before, so it's nothing new. Got the tarps off. I don't leave these off, it's just for obviously viewing purposes, especially for the video's sake. But got the tarps off, that way we can see a little bit more. Don't have many trees around my area such. I mean, there's a reserve right there, but tree wise there's not too much, so I don't have to worry about too many birds. But I like to just have it over them. It makes myself feel much better and a little bit easier to just leave them. All right, looks like there's some lizards out in every pit. Also, because it's a nice day and it's probably one of the nicest days it's been in quite a while, I'm going to bring them down some food. Because they do live outside, you only want to feed them on the nice warm days. Otherwise, number one, they're not going to eat the food, it's just going to go to waste. And number two, when they are cold, they don't metabolize their food as well. They can't digest it properly, I should say. So it doesn't tend to, it just doesn't get eaten, basically. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump in, we're going to go get some food, we're going to fix up the hides. So a few of them need to be, the straw and sugarcane mulch needs to be replenished. This one here, I'm pretty sure, one of the rainy nights, the lid half blew off, so it got a bit damp in there. Okay, let's quickly have a look at what's out, and then we'll go get some food. So here we have the male New South Wales Alpine. That's his girl right there. Next to her we have our large Vic Alpine female. There's her male. Now we've also got this girl here, which I don't know whether she's in a video or not yet. Just got to avoid the spider webs. Now what we believe this lady to be is either something along the lines of an alpine or what may be a mix between a Vic alpine and your standard lowland blotched blue tongues. My dog's going to be a little bit curious there, so let's not put her down. But yeah, so there's her. I'll chuck in some photos so we can see her a little bit better than the awkward way I have to hold her. But essentially I was torn up between whether to put her in with the alpines or put her in with the lowlands. What I think I'm going to do is leave her out here with the alpines. That way there's an extra female, number one, but also hopefully mixing with the alpines will bring out more of the alpine side of her. You can see there, comparing that to the Vic, like there's definitely similarities between basically both alpines and lowlands, like I said, in her. So she's a bit of both. Unknown, she was just brought into my local pet store, my work, and I purchased her like I do with most blue tongues that we get, or at least adults I should say. But yeah, let's we're gonna put her in here, and hopefully, yeah, if she gets some babies, they'll come out more on the alpine side. Now they're not hybrids, they are still just blotched blue tongues, that's how they are, so there's no problem with that. But that's them. Let's move across to the next one. This is the eastern and lowland pit. They are hopefully, especially now it's getting warmer, once Bunnings opens up, Bunnings closed here at the moment due to what's happening at the moment. But hopefully, once it opens up again, I can get some more material and we can add some pits along here and next to the aviary and stuff like that to separate the easterns and the blotched blue tongues. But for the time being, they're together. They shouldn't hybridize. It is a possibility, but they shouldn't. They're technically on different cycles. Whereas if I put the lowlands in with the alpines or the lowlands in with the Tassies and vice versa, because they're all on the same natural cycle of breeding, there's a good chance that they might hybridize. Again, not hybridize, they're the same species, but I don't want to risk mixing my Tassie bloodlines with any of my other ones. These guys are my joy. Hopefully those guys can breed and reproduce. And then yeah, the alpines, just keep them separate. So that being said, you can see right here we've got a big clump of them. There's what is there, 2, 4, 6 lizards chilling right there. Here we have Kink the Skink, which I don't believe I've done a video in a long time. Here he is. So this guy is Kink the Skink. As you can see, he has severe metabolic bone disease. Now he has been to a vet about this. It seems like it's not affecting him, and pain-wise, there's no like reflexes when you touch it. He's just obviously not completely all there. He's a bit deformed, and he's dwarfed as well. Now this guy was a rescue. I got him from I guess a family friend, you could say, that just didn't provide the right the UV and everything like that, which unfortunately is quite common. But he gets to get all this natural sun and natural UV, which is perfect for him to prevent it from getting worse. Now unfortunately, metabolic bone disease is not reversible, so now that he has kinked spines, hence the name Kink the Skink, it's going to stay like that forever, unfortunately. Anyway, this is the eastern and blotchy pit, which is supposed to be just a lowland pit, but unfortunately, as I said, we needed to move the easterns into it. They'll get their own pit soon. I even thought about putting them in the aviary with the water dragons. That could be something as well. There's a couple more sitting there. I think that's all of them. So, oh no, there's another blotchy sitting somewhere. It's my reduced pattern belly one, so she's gonna be chilling somewhere. All right, so let's move down to the Tassies. Now, there's one, and there's 2. Now there's 5 in here. I recently put a photo of these. Oh, there's one. I recently put a photo of these guys up on my Facebook page, and someone asked, how did I smuggle these into Australia? These guys were not smuggled in. Before Australia banned imports and exports, there was some legal specimens from Tasmania brought in, and I think some were even brought in by a university study, which ended up in the hands with some people, reputable breeders, which I did acquire 3 of them from, and then another 2 I purchased from one of my local pet stores, which I believe acquired them from the same breeder as well. And that's why I have 5. None of these were imported, none of these were illegally smuggled. These are all 100% Australian certified, I guess you could say, Tasmanian blue tongues, and that's why they're my pride and joy. They're not very common here at all. You can even go watch one of my old videos. I pop up a card in the top corner to the video I did when I first basically got these guys. Yeah, they're my pride and joy. I absolutely love them, and I can't wait to hopefully be able to be on the list for the people that breed them as well. I think I've got a 2 males to 3 female ratio, which is a perfect ratio. So fingers crossed, now that the weather's warming up, or next year we'll get some Tassies. Alrighty guys, now that we've had a quick look at everything, let's go get some food, make up some food for them, and bring these guys down some food. Alright, let's get into it. So essentially what I've done is I've come out to our veggie garden, picked a few leafy greens. We're going to go back inside, chop these up, and add them to the rest of the food. Alright, so here we have our mix. The main portion of it is wet dog food. We've got a few of the dry dog food pellets on top. You can see we've got vitamin powder and calcium powder here as well. That's also just added. Although they get it naturally outside, this is also the mix for my indoor lizards as well. So let's mix that in. And obviously you saw I picked some of the fresh greens. So that's why it's got leafy greens in here, the pellets, a whole variety of food for them as well. Doesn't look very appetizing, but they love it. And the cat food is a really good source of fat and stuff whilst they've just basically come out of winter where they're all hibernating, not eating much. This is great for putting on weight, especially when we're trying to get babies out of them as well. So let's go through, pick up their bowls and add some food for them. You can stop it. So as I mentioned before, we're going to do maintenance on the hide boxes. You can see this is quite a bit damp now. We've had a few rainy nights, so because it's only styrofoam, it gets a little bit wet. So what I need to do is remove all the wet stuff, replace it with the new stuff in this bin here. So let's quickly empty this and then start filling it up again. So what we do, we just do a shallow layer, or a deep layer I guess, of the sugarcane mulch, which is going to be their main bedding that they're going to hide in. Then we move the sugarcane to the side and then fill the rest up with just our straw as just extra coverage on top. So let's do that now. Hey guys, thank you for watching. That's going to conclude this video, and basically just a weekly maintenance on my outdoor enclosures and the lizards outside, I should say. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.